Senator Joe Manchin leaves the Democratic Party and registers as an independent. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today it is time to talk about the 2024 Senate elections because everyone... Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia has officially left the Democrat Party. Yeah, that's right. This isn't speculation. This isn't a rumor. This is official. He has, in fact, left the Democrat Party and registered as an independent. And there's been some speculation going around about why he's doing this. Manchin claims that he only left the Democrat Party because of principles or some bullshit excuse like that. But others are speculating that he might be running for something in 2024. Now, before I continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, all support is greatly appreciated, and yeah. Now, let us get into it because this came out of left field. No one really thought that he was gonna change party affiliation, especially with the fact that before yesterday, he wasn't running for any seat in 2024. Not the governorship, not the Senate seat, hell, not even for president. There were no signs of him actually changing parties, but that's what he did Friday. So let's get into it. West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, who has spent his entire career as a Democrat, said Friday he is leaving the party and registering as an independent, raising speculation about whether he may run for another Senate term or for governor this fall. To stay true to myself and remain committed to put country before party, I decided to register as independent with no party affiliation and continue to fight for America's sensible majority, Manchin said in a statement. Notice how he worded that. He said he wants to continue fighting for the quote-unquote sensible majority. But if you're going to retire in 6 months, why does it matter if you're a Democrat or an independent? Why does that matter? If you want to still fight for the majority with 6 months to go, okay, that's fine. But to decide to change party affiliations now, it really makes you wonder, like, hold on, what's going on here? Last November, Manchin announced he would not seek a third term in 2024, but his decision to change parties will reopen questions about his political future. The deadline for an independent to register to run for office in West Virginia this year is August 1st, according to the Secretary of State's office. And that's why some people began to think, hold on, he could still run for the Senate seat or the governorship. He still has 2 months to decide. And it really makes you wonder, why did he wait till June 1st, or in this case, May 30th, to decide, okay, now I'm going to flip party affiliations? Like, if you weren't going to run, why would you change that now? Manchin, who is 76, served as West Virginia governor from 2005 to 2010, when he won a special election to fill a Senate seat left vacant by the death of legendary Democrat Robert Byrd. Manchin won a full Senate term in 2012 and a second term in 2018. But he won that race over Republican State Attorney General Patrick Morrisey by a little more than 20,000 votes, or 3 percentage points, as the state shifted ruby red, propelled by Trump's rise in 2016. In 2020, Trump captured nearly 70% of the vote in West Virginia. And that's why Manchin decided, at least before now, he wasn't going to run. He has no shot at winning, especially the Senate seat. At this point in time, Joe Manchin might have the best chance of winning for any Democrat in West Virginia, but that's still like a 1% chance. He has no realistic pathway to win, especially if he stays as a Democrat. And that's why people are beginning to think, wait, he changed party affiliations to independent. He's trying to, as of now at least, he's trying to abandon that Democrat label, which would make sense if he decided to run, whether for the governorship or the Senate seat. It would make sense in West Virginia to do so. Earlier this month, current Governor Jim Justice, backed by Trump, won the Republican nomination for Senate and has been favored to succeed Manchin in the fall. But Manchin's surprise move could scramble that race if he decides to run for re-election as an independent. A more likely scenario is that Manchin seeks his old job as governor, a potential race that would put him in a rematch with the GOP nominee, Morrisey, as well as Democrat nominee Huntington Mayor Steve Williams. And I really do think if he decides to run for something, it would be for the governorship because, A, he would have a better chance at winning. Just for the simple fact that it isn't a federal race, it's going to be less polarized. It will still be polarized, obviously, it's West Virginia, but at least with a governorship race, you can have a chance at winning. You could just say, well, this is a down-ballot race, it's more local, therefore, Manchin will have a better chance of winning. especially if he's an independent. But number two, he has no shot at beating Justice. I mean, there's no pathway to beating Justice at all. So he would just have a better chance of winning for the governorship. But the biggest reason I think he would actually run for governor is we've been hearing for years, even before he announced his retirement or his supposed retirement back in November, that he wanted to run for the governorship again. That was a rumor. I'm not saying that's 100% true, but that's what many people were speculating, that, hey, he knows he has no chance of beating Jim Justice, so he decided, okay, maybe I want to run for governor again. I was governor for 6 years in 2005 through 2010. I won the seat before, maybe I could win it again. That's what a bunch of people thought. And at first it seems crazy, but the more you look at this, the more you realize, hold on. There might have been some kind of truth to that speculation. Because now, out of left field, he decided, okay, I'm going to change my party affiliation, and I might be running for governor. There's that speculation that we had for years, and now it seems like we have some proof to it. If he is considering an independent bid for either office, Manchin had until June 1st to change his party affiliation, and reading that makes you think, yeah, he might be running. Why would he wait till the day before the deadline to run as an independent, right, or change his party affiliation to an independent in order to run? Why would he wait until the last second to make that announcement? It makes you really wonder. You know, it makes you really wonder why he decided until May 30th to be a Democrat, but then suddenly, actually, I'm an independent now. And that's a deadline. Yeah, that really makes you wonder, like, okay, is he gonna run? Manchin becomes the second Senate Democrat in recent years to switch their party affiliation to independent. In late 2022, Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona announced she was leaving the party and becoming an independent. She later said she would not seek a second term. And a lot of people might be saying, well, that's proof that, you know, since Sinema didn't run for re-election, that Manchin will not either. The problem is, Sinema did that in December of 2022. That's when she decided to make that announcement. She didn't wait till the last millisecond before the deadline to decide to change her party affiliation. You know, you could argue that, well, maybe she didn't want to run at all and she decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to grift as an independent for 2 years and then I'm going to leave. Maybe that was her plan the entire time. Who knows? But that would make more sense than what Manchin is doing now. Why would you flip party affiliations at this point in time? Right before the deadline, like minutes before the deadline, he decided, okay, I'm actually independent now. It's like, hold on a second here. That doesn't pass the sniff test at all. But who knows? Maybe he just wants to be independent for 6 months. And then he could go to West Virginia and say, see, I was a true bipartisan Democrat this entire time. For years, Manchin has been perhaps the most conservative member of the Senate Democrat caucus, burnishing a reputation for going his own way and relishing his role as a thorn in the side of Presidents Barack Obama and Joe Biden in his own party leadership. Yeah, the most conservative. Yeah, sure, that makes it sound like he's an actual conservative. Yeah, was he more moderate in prior years? Yeah. But to say that, to make him sound like a conservative is nonsense. He still was a partisan Democrat, especially in the Biden administration. For crying out loud, NBC, the next line, they say, oh yeah, by the way, he supported Biden's legislative initiatives, such as the Inflation Reduction Act and the CHIPS Act. So you're telling me that the most conservative Democrat in the Senate, which is true, it is technically true, still votes for everything Biden wants, except like 1 or 2 things. That's the conservative Democrat? That's the most conservative option you got, really. Votes for everything except, like, 1 issue. 1. Congratulations, what a true moderate. I'm getting sick and tired of these people that really believe that Manchin was a conservative Democrat. Maybe in 2010, maybe he was. But in 2020, 2021, 22, he wasn't. Manchin has been an outspoken critic on the current president on numerous occasions, particularly on energy issues. Oh, whoop-de-frickin-do, he's in West Virginia. Of course he has to be pro-coal. If he wasn't, he would be lynched. I'm not even kidding. The people of West Virginia would probably throw him out by now. He would have gone by 2018. Hell, even probably 2012 if he was anti-coal. I don't care that, oh, he's slightly better on the issue of, like, energy than the average Democrat. Who cares? If that makes him a moderate, that's pathetic. That's a pathetic standard. A true moderate Democrat wouldn't be pro-abortion, wouldn't be anti-gun. Yeah, is Manchin more pro-gun than other Democrats? Maybe. But he's still anti-gun at the end of the day. Comparatively, at least. I mean, compared to other Republicans, yeah. He is not the most pro-gun guy out there. So, what makes Manchin such a conservative option? Nothing. There really isn't much about this guy that makes him a true conservative option, but many people still believe that grift that, oh, actually he was a conservative all along. When in reality, he never was, especially in the last 5 years. Maybe back in 2012, he might have been more conservative. Fine, you could argue that. But in the year of 2024, he's not that conservative. He really isn't. Is he more conservative than the average Democrat in the Senate? Yeah, but that's not really saying much. Congratulations, you're to the right of Bernie Sanders or, other progressive Democrats. Who cares? If you're to the right of Bernie Sanders, that doesn't mean squat. It really doesn't. He's just slightly pro-energy, at least compared to other Democrats. He's slightly more pro-gun, compared to other Democrats, though. That doesn't make him pro-gun. He's slightly to the right on, like, 2 issues, compared to the average Democrat, and that's it. Either way, I think he's going to run for something. I don't know what yet, but the more I read into this, the more I think, yeah, this guy's probably going to run for the Senate seat, the governorship. Who knows? Maybe even president still is unlikely. Yeah. But that's been the rumor for months that he was actually going to run for president as an independent. I don't know. But we just got to see what happens. I don't think it really changes much, though. Just for the simple fact that the Republican's going to win. Whether it's Morrissey for the governorship or it's Jim Justice for the Senate seat, the Republican's going to beat Manchin. Even as an independent, he's going to lose. Because the Democrat's still on the ballot unless they drop out. Which maybe you could argue, well, that's probably what's going to happen. But will it? I don't know. It's one of those situations where we got to wait and see. And see if Manchin actually decides to pull the trigger and run for the Senate seat or governorship. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.